Hello, so I wanted to bring forward a message today from the divine, from my higher self, for the collective that's going to bring some light, love, inspiration, some encouragement, and some guidance for those that are tuning into this message right now. So I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot. So let's see what card wants to come out to assist us in delivering this message for those that are tuning in. What do we need to hear right now? What do we need to know right now? What are the energies that are really around us as a collective right now, at least for those that are tuning into this video? Wow. Death and rebirth, and that is really the perfect card to come out of this time, because individually and collectively we are going through massive deaths and rebirth right now, and this is being supported by the cosmic energies that are flowing in to our lives right now in order for us to go through these deaths and rebirths. And there may have been times in the past where these happened quite slowly, but right now you'll be aware that this is happening on an accelerated pace, and you are constantly going through these deaths and rebirths, deaths of the old self, as we rebirth into our true soul selves. And I notice when you look at this card that it's on this horse, and this horse is, a horse is a signal of movement forward, and it's actually just really is in tune with what I've just said, that we're actually going through these deaths and rebirths at an accelerated pace right now. And it brings me back to an experience that I had in the dream time about a week ago, where I was very lucid and I looked up into the sky, and this is the second time in a few weeks that the clouds have formed into something for me, and this time it formed into a horse, and it became this black horse, and it started galloping through the sky. And I knew I was being shown that for a reason, and I knew that I was being shown that the energies are really starting to ramp up, and we're starting to go through these deaths and rebirths at an accelerated level. So if you're tuning into this message right now, then you are definitely going through this. Perhaps you've just let go of something, a job, a partner, a belief system, and you're starting to move into a new unknown territory. And it can feel a little bit scary when we're going through these, because we're in the unknown and we don't know what is on the other side of this. But as we go through these deaths and we rebirth into our new selves, and there's always a blessing that is going to materialize as we let go, as we release our need to cling on and control, because control is just an illusion, and we don't have the control that we have been led to believe that we have, and that we try so hard to cling onto, because our souls have a higher plan and a higher mission. And right now we are all a part of a divine plan to ascend in consciousness as the earth is ascending. Let's see what wants to come out with this card. I have another deck which I got recently called the Wild Muse Oracle deck. So let's see what wants to come out and assist this message that goes with it right now. What do the collective that are tuning in need to know about this death and rebirth that we're going through right now? What is this death and rebirth actually bringing into our lives? What is this death and rebirth bringing in? Love it. How perfect is that? Updates to your system. Exactly. Right now we are going through so many cosmic upgrades to our DNA. We are starting to remember the truth of who we are. We're starting to come back online, and you might be realizing in your dream time that you're becoming more lucid, that you're remembering more things. Or you might be also, because we're going through a life review right now, you may be we're going through a lot of healing. In order to upgrade our system, we must let go of things. We must allow things to die for the new to be birthed. And a lot of what we are letting go of is trauma and wounding that's been buried deep within the body, and often we're not even conscious of this, and it's coming out a lot in our dream time, and that is to help us process an accelerated level. So here comes the horse again, charging in and charging forward as we go through this ascension right now, and we're starting to upgrade our system. And let's see, what are those upgrades bringing in for us? I'm just being guided to pull another card to see what these upgrades are bringing in for us. What are these upgrades bringing into our lives right now for those that are tuning in to this message? Now, I know it's something amazing because I can feel so many blessings and miracles moving into my life right now as I have let go of control, as I have allowed those parts of me that were in fear, that were programmed to just go. In fact, I noticed it today in my relationships when I'm talking to certain people. In the past, I felt this energy, this resistance to, and I don't feel it anymore because I've let go of it inside of me, and now it's being mirrored back to me. So you might be realizing in some of your relationships that they're getting easier, that you're starting to move into relationships on a different level because you're becoming your true soul self. You're becoming more and more authentic. Oh, brilliant. Healthy boundaries, right? So we're talking about relationships there, and how as we become more our true selves and we stand in our own power and we start to take back our power, then we start to create healthy interactions with other people in our life because we are honoring ourselves, and it's allowing that to come into manifestation. So again, I want to pull another one because I feel like there's more that wants to come through on what these upgrades are bringing into our life right now. So it's bringing us more power, more personal power into our life. Now, that not just a confirmation? Claim your energy, because when we are becoming more empowered, what are we doing? We are claiming our energy. We are bringing back our energy that's been leaking all over, held in these wounds, past timelines, and we're bringing these fragments back in. I know personally, as I've been working in the Akasha with my mentor Valentina Matthias, who is an absolute, she's an Akashic master healer. She's an international elder and guardian of the Akashic records field, and she has been assisting me to go deeper on this path of reclaiming my energy. And I've been in a process of bringing back all these lost soul fragments, and in doing that, I've been experiencing a lot of dreams where some of them have been quite traumatic in what I've been experiencing, but I've been experiencing it in a way of neutralization. So as I've felt the emotions coming out, as I've woke up in the morning and I've remembered those snippets of the dream, I felt an energy of neutrality towards it, because I've known on a soul level that I've asked for that clearing. I've asked to reclaim my energy, to bring back all of those lost soul fragments. So right now, if you are tuning into this, you are going through these energy upgrades as well, and you are starting to reclaim your energy and starting to become more and more empowered in your own life. And because of that, when you're interacting with people in your life, there's a new energy that is emerging. There's less resistance because you feel more centered and more whole in who you are, because you're dissolving those fears, those limitations within. And I'm just going to pull another Witch Tarot as well to add to this message. Wow, I love this. Right, we're talking about, here comes another horse. So here we've got two horses coming in, and again, when you look at this King of Wands, which is all about fire and passion, when we're going through death and rebirth, the fires are literally burning away all that doesn't serve us, and in doing that, it's moving us forward. This knight, which represents movement, is charging forward. So it's also representing that your life is about to start speeding up as you are creating these healthy boundaries for yourself. And when I say boundaries, it's more about, for me, this is more about you honoring the self, honoring what is right for you, putting your needs as a priority. And that's not about roughshodding of other people, but it's about realizing that you matter and you are important, and only you can plug into your own inner guidance and know what is right for you. And in doing that, it often means we've got to go through a death in order to rebirth into that true soul self, because there are things that have been programmed into our consciousness that want to keep us stuck. But this is a sign that you are well on this path of moving forward, and the energy is about to start picking up pace, and I'm definitely witnessing that in my life. I'm just going to pull one more from the Muse Tarot on this message. So what else can we add to this message of movement forward, of letting go of the old self, of being rebirthed like the phoenix in the fires, in the internal flame of the divine, which allows us to rebirth again. You know, we often think of death as being a physical death of the body, but that is not the truth. Death and rebirth is happening all the time as we are letting go of old energetic patterns, belief systems. We are healing emotions, traumas, wounds that keep us stuck in the past. We start to rebirth as the true self, and then we are moving into flow. And when we start to move into flow with the divine, then that allows for miracles and blessings to just rain in to our lives. So let's see, let's close this out. What card can we close out this message today for anyone that is tuning in and that is going through this right now? You know, we're going through this collectively and individually. There is huge deaths and rebirths happening right now all over the planet. So what else do the cards want to say? What is the closing message of all this? Oh, right, a lot came out then, but I'm going to take this because this message was coming through to me. Every step counts. This was coming through to me before I came on. One step at a time. Every step counts. Every little step we take has a massive ripple. It might seem like you're taking a little step to follow your guidance, to do something that reclaims your power, but that little step makes massive waves, and we have to do it step by step. So this is just a confirmation to let you know that whatever steps you have been taking recently, perhaps you haven't realized how massive these steps are that you're taking, because it seems like a little step to reclaim some of your energy, to listen to your guidance and make that a priority over the fears of the mind. Every time you do that, you're actually starting to dissolve and transform that energetic system and rebirth a new one. So this is a confirmation. Those little steps that you are taking, it all adds up. It adds up, and before you know it, you will look back and you will realize how far you've come. In fact, this is a message telling you right now to just take a moment and realize how far you have moved forward in the last 6 months, year, 2 years in your life, because perhaps you have been doing a lot of work like I have, and maybe haven't seen on the outside as much progress as you'd like, because we have these expectations. But actually, when you start to tune in and really observe how you are showing up in your life, how your relationships are changing, how you're attracting new people into your life that are vibrating on this higher level as you go through your death and rebirth, you can see just how far you have come. And this is a confirmation that you are charging forward with all those little steps that you have been taking. So that's the message today. I just wanted to bring through a little short and sweet message, and I'm wishing everyone that tunes into this, you know, I am connecting to so many miracles and blessings, and I know that if you're watching this, you are also it's also raining into your life, and I am wishing you so many blessings and so many miracles to pour into your life.